Call it lomography, call it Holga, call it art. You can get a brand new full frame lens on Amazon for $17 for your Nikon, Canon, or any camera. Let's go. Hello everyone, Carmine from New York here, professional photographer since 1973, working as a photojournalist here in Manhattan. This is photo class number 349. Guys, hit the subscribe button. That's what keeps these free hundreds and hundreds of photography classes for free for you forever. Hit the thumbs up button, comment below, and email me at blackandwhitephoto@aol.com. All right, this is a brand new lens for $17, sold on Amazon. What is it? Well, it's called the Holga. Now, you all know about Holga. Holga is a brand of cameras that are quirky, they're cheap, they're plastic, they take crazy pictures, they have light leaks. But the output is very photogenic and artistic. Now, this is the Holga lens for Nikon DSLR camera. It's sold on Amazon. I bought it. They're not promoting me. I didn't get it for free. It's the HLN, meaning HL Holga lens, and the N for Nikon mount. That's the back of it. You can get this lens in any mount, and it really doesn't matter that much what mount you get, because you can get an adapter to fit any camera. So this, of course, is the Nikon F mount. This is a Leica SL that has an L mount. So you just get an adapter. They're about 20 bucks. And the lens simply mounts on the lens adapter. All right, you have to wiggle it so you hear a little click, and you're all set. Now, this lens for $17, all plastic, actually does focus. Okay, it has a focus ring, but there is no aperture ring. It's a steady f8. Now, that's no surprise on why it's an f8, because like I mentioned in hundreds of videos, f8 is the sharpest aperture on most lenses. Now, like I mentioned, it's $17. This lens is a workaround if you don't want to get a 1965 Diana camera, right, with a plastic lens. This was the beginning of lomography. Okay, what is lomography? It's a way to take quirky photographs with cheap, inexpensive cameras and lenses that you have to put tape around the back of the film holder so you don't get light leaks. This happens to be my first camera. It was 25 cents at a garage sale or tag sale, whatever you guys call it, a flea market, will you? And it takes 120 film, right? It's a medium format. It opens up in the back to take your film, and it takes great pictures like this. I'll put a link below to the video. I made a full-blown video on this camera. All right, you can see it in the link below. Now that takes 120 medium format film. Diana also made the Diana Mini that takes 35 millimeter film. Right? It takes 35 millimeter film. And these are quirky. The photographs are vignetted, partially distorted. You might have this part of the photo might be sharp and this part might be out of focus. It's just another level of adding art to your photography. Okay, so this lens, right, from Amazon, it was 17 bucks. You do get some vignetting, all right. You really should use this with a few things. You should use it with focus peaking, where the part of the photograph that's sharp will light up either in green or in red. You should use your exposure compensation dial in this because you can actually see your photograph right before your eyes go from blown out highlights to beautiful contrast photographs. Okay, my opinion of this lens is that it gives a sort of a 3D effect. It's plastic. The whole thing, the outside's plastic, the mount is plastic, the lens is plastic. Okay, the whole thing is plastic, but it works. It really does work. The mount didn't let any light in, so there were no light leaks. Now, the photographs that you're looking at throughout this whole video, I took with the Leica SL. It's a full frame, 24 megapixel mirrorless digital camera. I shot it on aperture priority, right? You can't change the aperture. It's f8. You could try and put an ND filter in the front, but I don't do that. I shot, it was a nice sunny day. I shot it around ISO 400, gave me a nice high shutter speed, so I didn't have to use a tripod. The photographs you're looking at, the post-production, the photo editing software I use is Luminar 4. Now, a little bit about Holga. Holga, what does it mean? Well, it means very bright in Chinese. Okay, I think it should stand for very bright idea. So the main thing about using this lens, because it's all plastic and inexpensive, and the focusing is kind of limited. I mean, you do get infinity, right? The close-up, there's a picture of a portrait for close-up, or 3 people, or 10 people, or a mountain for infinity. Using this lens will require you to really use all your skill in lighting and composition to make good photographs. Because you're not going to get any help from the lens. Okay, the lens will be fighting against you with the vignetting and the soft focus. However, this copy, I have to admit, there was some soft focusing around the edges, but the center looked pretty sharp to me. Going back to the Diana camera for a moment, these were made by the Great Wall Plastic Factory in Hong Kong, and on the bottom it actually says made in Hong Kong. All right, now that was in the 60s. Great Wall is still around. They're still manufacturing optical devices. As a matter of fact, they sell magnifying glasses under the Waltex brand name. All right, number one, I'm going to put a link to my Diana camera review in the description. And also, if you're very interested in Holga photography, okay, this is the Holga lens on a modern day camera. I recommend you go to a website called jeremymudphoto.com. jeremymudphoto.com. He has a wonderful website all about the Holga camera experience. He'll tell you all about it, and you would really enjoy his website. All right, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, and go try a $17 lens.